And this was the perfect opportunity for Unitas to have some well-deserved holidays in siesta along with the rest of the crew. And also a great opportunity for the Lord Mir's legions that just decided to swoop in. And so this is the perfect opportunity to take down Rhodes Island from the Sargon region once and for all. Meaning the Doctor would have to fend off the Lord Mir's legions for 18 days straight in critical contention, all on his own. Well, not entirely on his own, because he did have three exotic beasts by his side. And he would have no choice but to go outside the headquarters and face off the Lodermir's legions. With the help of his trusty exotic beast, surely he will be able to fend off the armies all on his own, right? I mean, those armies are not going to stand a chance against the beast, right? Pokemon Go! Uh, uh,
In attesa, non puoi fermarmi.
uh. Oh, wait, you can only. Oh, yeah. Oh, you can only have one at a time. Oh. Um. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Oh. So, yeah, not exactly the brightest start to this adventure, but yeah, we'll have to do with this. Don't worry, the tools will do most of the job, hopefully. Anyway, back to the rules. We just need to reach 18 days in critical contention, we cannot deploy any operator, and that's pretty much it. So let's get rolling. Alright. The weather is good. The weather is good. We have Lancers. Okay. I should take a look at the weight. 2 and 1. Uh-oh, 4. Oh, these are going to be difficult to stall. Maybe, we'll see. These are going to stay in place because they are gathering forces, and these, funnily enough, should not be too much of a problem. And here we have a thunderstorm. Actually, that's the perfect opportunity to see how it works. So, let's go. I have no idea whether this is gonna work. So while the run is going on, let's go quickly over the tools that are available. The entire basis for this strategy is based around the Necrosis Transmitter. The main effect from it is that whenever an enemy dies, it's going to spread necrosis to surrounding enemies. And the amount is very, very high because two enemies dying is enough to cause a chain reaction where a bunch of enemies are going to die. And because they don't die instantly, usually you have new enemies coming in and then dying themselves, which causes another necrosis burst to incoming enemies, etc., etc., etc. So this is the core of the strategy. For the people who are wondering, this is 12,000 elemental damage, which in effect, because no one has resistances to it, it's basically the same as 12,000 true damage. So this is the core of the strategy. To make sure that enemies actually die in the first place, we're going to be using two tools in particular, which are the original bombs. So this one is pretty basic in that it deals 4,000 true damage in a pretty large cross, as well as the landmine sets. The landmines deal 2,000, but it's only on a single tile. But it also applies fragile. So usually the strategy is going to be make sure that the enemies stack in front of a reactive barrier, crowd control them, and as soon as the landmine explodes, pop out the bombs so that they also deal extra damage to ensure that we have more necrosis burst incoming. When it comes to utility, we have a pretty basic one with the operation kit. So it does two things. It gives us DP, which is not that necessary. It's mostly there for the stage life points so that we can leak a few extra enemies because usually the tankier enemies in a raid, um, they don't, there are not that many of them. So it's very often better to just lick them and not think about it too much. Like, don't feel too bad about licking enemies. If it allows you to save a bunch of resources, might as well do it. Next, the most important part is probably the crowd control. So we have quite a few tools available, free exactly. We have the ice bomb, which is the best out of the three, which since it freezes enemies for 15 whole seconds in a 3x3 tile, and you can place it absolutely anywhere. The Mr. Rumbles just stuns in a small cross for 12 seconds, and then there is the Slumber Fragrance, which is worst because it has a redeployment time of 5 seconds, and it puts enemies to sleep for 5 seconds as well. So you need to be very tight on the timing, and you can also mistime the bombs and the mines and result in them taking no damage if you screw up. So while I do use like Slumber Fragrances to put enemies to sleep, it's not my favorite one by far. For the rest, we have reactive barriers, which are pretty self-explanatory. We just want to stop enemies in place, and it allows you to be crowd controlling enemies more reliably. And finally, we have the exotic beast. So they usually have a bunch of special abilities. It turns out that the Fail Beast, so the slug, is the only one who actually gets anything special, and out of all the effects that it has, the most interesting one is if there is a weather with thunder happening, it will sometimes deal 800 true damage to enemies in a decent area. So that's basically it, because the other ones only have normal auto attacks. So the Failed Beast and the Vanilla Wing both deal arts damage, while the Worm is going to do physical damage. I found the Worm to be the least reliable of them all because sometimes he will just run just about anywhere except where the enemies are. So it's yeah, they're not very good. They're just not very good. So yeah, that's the general idea. Besides this, you can add a few walls to redirect enemies, and then we have a few traps for to deal with the bosses, but you'll see how it goes later. All right, let's keep on going. And done. Well, that's a mess. Okay, so enemies will all come together from, like, they all get there. I can just put a wall either here or right there if I want to block them and force them to go all the way around, in which case they will have to go through this entire snake. Do 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 do. They'll be bound here. Do 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 do. As some try to get here, I can just put over. I can delete the one on the other side and put a wall there, and suddenly they have to go all the way back. And that should work fairly well. We have gas jet throwers. Plus phantomatic walls. So when enemies go here, they're gonna be like do 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 pew, and they're gonna go through the walls and have to go all around, which should be nice. Plus we have a few nets to bind enemies. We got some fragile effects to combine with the bombs. We got some of these for safeties. If there is a boss, I can just put some, especially for this one and these three, they are going to be there to permabind the boss. Hopefully. I hope there is not a Ruinbringer, because otherwise that might be trouble. And I don't know how I'm going to deal with a Sail Raider. It's probably going to be on another map, because if it's on the HQ, it's going to be... Uh-oh.
I wanna feel that summer breeze across my neck. I wanna trying to leave the past behind and just forget. Just need the wind to carry me while I spread my wings. I've been a nomad, seen most of the whole map. Got used to drifting on my own. Laid down my own path, but I've always known that I can't go at it all alone. When the fight in me gets buried, and my own backbone forgets me, you were just to still defend me and lend me the strength we need. We made it through catastrophes, through calamities. You are all we need. We made it through catastrophes, through calamities. You are all we need. You're the cavalry. You make it easy to keep on believing. You'll stick with us through thick and thin. Oh, oh, you've been the reason we've all kept on dreaming, like we couldn't ever be eclipsed. When the fight in me gets buried, and my own backbone forgets me, you would choose to still defend me and lend me the strength we need. We made it through catastrophes, through calamities. You are all we need. We made it through catastrophes, through calamities. You are all we need. You're the cavalry. The stars we're facing, the wars we're waging, they don't faze me, 'cause we made it through catastrophes, through calamities. You are all we need. You're the cavalry. Ooh, ooh. When I'm in too deep, ooh, ooh, and I'm out at sea, you would rescue me. You say we'll get through this together. We'll get through this together. We made it through catastrophes, through calamities. You are all we need. We made it through catastrophes, calamities. You are all we need. You're the cavalry. The stars we're facing, the wars we're waging, they don't faze me, 'cause we made it through catastrophes, through calamities. You are all we need. You're the cavalry. Simple, solemn tone in my words and shattered bone. Am I talking to myself? Who's in control? Guarding those long gone with the haunting simple song. Rising waves of bodies save the world from all you've wronged. I can feel the fall.
Before we move on with the video, I would like to showcase some interactions with the fireballs from these particular Dublin Firecasters. Ascanon has Zero Block and Lunacub has Camouflage. If you see here, Ascanon actually took the damage from the fireball and the burn effect, but Lunacub didn't take any damage whatsoever. Camouflage operators will take no damage from any fireballs. If Ascanon had Camouflage, the fireball will not detect Ascanon and simply go through her. But because she is visible in and on the way of the fireball, it is going to explode. The next interaction I want to showcase is going to be slowdowns. Mostima slowdowns all enemies that are in a range, and Logo slows down all projectiles in his range. And you can see that the fireball just doesn't change in speed. There is one interesting interaction, however, and I will place Liscam here. Take a look at her SP bar. Oh, she just got 2 SP. I wonder where that one is coming from. These fireballs are considered enemies, so when they die, because Warfaring gives 2 SP to an operator and a random ally within range, when an enemy is killed, well, the fireball is dying, therefore Liscam is getting the SP. If only there was like a tool in reclamation algorithm that worked on enemy dying, that would be pretty nice, don't you think? And in the end, you don't need any operator to reach day 18 in critical contention. You do. Well, actually, you don't need the exotic beasts. They were frankly bad, and most of the job was just done by the Necrosis Transmitter combined with the mines and the bombs to get the Necrosis procs in the first place. But yeah, this is definitely possible. And in fact, it was surprisingly easy considering the run itself took only a single day. It definitely took a lot more in terms of preparation because I had farmed all the resources. But yeah, it's possible. And that's definitely something I would recommend you to do if you do have a bunch of spare resources. Give it a shot someday. Also, yeah, I'll put a link in the description for those cool exotic beasts. They aren't very good, but they were the friends we made along the way, so we're gonna ride it along with them. So yeah, that's about it, Doctor. See you around.